So, good afternoon, and you're welcome once again to the Port Harcourt Basketball Stadium here in Rivers State. We are getting set for the two semi-final matches of the 51 Alliance Soft Basketball Cup here live from the basketball stadium. I mean, it's been an amazing series, but it's come down to these four teams: Rivers Hoopers, Rivers Pioneers, and of course, the only team from outside Rivers State, which is the Discover Spartans from Warri, and the last team, which is also from Port Harcourt here, Soft Basketball. These Soft Basketeers, rather. Yes, you can hear them from behind. They're getting ready to go to battle. You have Rivers Pioneers in red, and of course the Discover Spartans in their all black. I mean, just to take you back to yesterday's game, a lot of people believe it was tight, and they also felt that just as P was regaining his form, P is the shooting guard for Rivers Hoopers, as he was regaining his form, Alex, who is also the shooting guard for the Spartans, lost form. I mean, when you look at the last part of the fourth quarter, you see the diversity and the depth of the Rivers Hoopers team coming to play. The question this afternoon is that have the Discover Spartans sufficiently recovered from their exhaustions yesterday, and are they going to trigger that magnificent expectation that we have all been waiting for and make us avoid an all Port Harcourt Rivers State final? Well, you are about to find out. Both will bring you the action as it unfolds. So we ask you to stay tuned with us, and we will catch you on the break. All right, we are getting set. The players are exchanging pleasantries, but how long these pleasantries will last, we really cannot say. But we expect a very hard game, extremely hard game. Rivers Pioneers did what they could, and they defeated the Soft Basketeers yesterday in the winners, group winners battle. And here we go for the tip-off. It's Ujis going up against so Wambaki was just going up against Omini Lawson as Issa finds Christian, the point guard for Rivers Pioneers. And that's a rebound from Ujis, but he loses possession. He's forced into a turnover, and the first basket's there from Omini Lawson. Xavier had quite a good game against the Rivers Hoopers, but his efforts were not enough to bring the Spartans victory. Xavier being covered by Ikechukwu. It finds Benedict, but Benedict is unable to power his way to a basket as Christian brings the ball out. And it's another layup there. Easy peasy for Ikechukwu. Michael. I wonder if it's a turnover by Michael. Ikechukwu. And it's a good layup off the glass. Off the glass. Xavier. It's 8 seconds on the shot clock as Alex chases the ball. 2 seconds. Advantage the Pioneers as coach calls a timeout for the Discover Spartans. Well, it's been a fast start and a good start for the Reef Pioneers. 3 quick buckets has taken them to 6 points, while the Discover Spartans have managed to squeeze in just 1 bucket. It's early days yet, and we still expect some twists and turns in this match. Remember, you have to play for 4 quarters, and these are just the first 3 minutes or thereabouts of this first quarter. There we see Coach Fubara talking to his boys. Coach Fubara in charge of the Reef Pioneers. That was an early timeout by the bench of the Spartans. It may be that the Reef Pioneers are trying to set a high tempo, but only time will tell if they can sustain it. As Johnson and Rashid Issa bring the ball out. It's Issa Johnson in the corner. He goes for the three, but changes his mind. As Tamino Tonye misses the shot, and Alex brings the ball into the court of the Reef Pioneers. He leaves it for Savior. Savior declines to use the pick and roll after the screen was set for him by Benedict. And Benedict was fouled by Christian. But it's not a shooting foul, as Alex inbounds to Michael. Very good defensive work by the Reef Pioneers, forcing Michael into a 3-point shot with a very high degree of difficulty. As Issa finds a very easy layup in the transition. Michael drives, gives it to Benedict, and easy one off the glass by Benedict with that nice floater. Issa brings it out together with Tamino Tonye. Well, I just call him Tonye throughout this match. As Benedict cleans up the glass with that defensive rebound. Michael save from Savior, and that's it. The Spartans are beginning to find their rhythm in this match. Christian. Back to Christian. Christian drives in the paint, and he misses the floater. And a foul was called on the Spartans, but it's not a shooting foul. Christian with the 3, not good. As Alex brings the ball out, oh, what a beautiful handle there. Ujis, can he convert the possession? He's fouled. Well, it's quite early in the game, but you can feel the tension creeping in. Both benches have their coaches on their feet already, so early in the match. From the line, it's good. Can he make the second one? Ujis has enjoyed more minutes of as a starter now. I mean, early in the group matches, he was coming in from the bench, but I guess he has impressed the coach so much that he's now a starter. He started against the Rivers Hoopers, and a miscommunication there between Christian and Ikechukwu, between Christian and Lawson rather. As Michael brings the ball out. It was an exhausting match yesterday for the Spartans, and I'm not saying that's the reason, but their sluggish start could be attributed to that late match last night with the Rivers Hoopers, which they stayed in touch until that the last half of the fourth quarter when the Hoopers pulled away. Michael loses the handle, Ujis to Benedict, and it's good. That's a come from behind bucket. Sam Notoye, he finds Ikechukwu, Issa, Christian. And Sam Notoye is that a foul? Or a loose ball? Ebuka checks in and Issa checks out. That's a nice floater there from Lawson. Michael. Ujis. Ujis to Savior. He tries for three, changes his mind, decides to go into the paint, and he can't. And that's a foul on Ebuka. That's a foul on Ebuka on Benedict. Scores stand at 10 apiece for both teams, with less than slightly 4 minutes left on the clock. The shot clock has been reset to 14 seconds. Benedict takes the first bucket. Benedict had a very good tournament, right through the 3x3 contest. Well, he doesn't make the second one. Ebuka brings the ball out. Lawson. And Savior steals it and converts that possession into 2 points. As Christian brings the ball out. Ebuka. Lawson. But Tony cleans up on the glass to Savior. Savior. That's a turnover by Savior. Christian. Ikechukwu. Into the paint he goes. And oh my goodness. You can't be so casual. Savior with a floater, it's in. Very good floater from Savior, who continues to improve by the game. Ebuka, shadowed by Michael. And a foul on Benedict, which will take Tamanotoye to the line. still early evening, and the spectators and fans are beginning to troop in. It's a big night for the Port Harcourt team. Dominic cleans up glass. That was Xavier for 3, but he misses. And that cross-court pass from Dilly. No, not Dilly. The cross-court pass from Omini did not find Ebuka. As Michael brings the ball out, shadowed by Christian, and it's out of bounds. Michael, Xavier. Accept the pick and roll, or the screen rather. Ebuka goes to the rack. Christian, it does not fail to convert that. Steals it from Peter up to the rack. No, he misses it. Well, Michael is adjudged to have hit the ball with his leg, and so it's possession in favor of Reef Pioneers. I didn't see that, but I guess I'm closer to, the ref is closer to it. I see Fred. He's about to check in. Christian. Very good conversion shot there by Lawson. It's a 1-point game. Alex for 3. He misses. And Peter, a foul committed by Alex on Peter. He lost possession initially. Just 50 seconds on the clock. Fred checks in as Xavier checks out. Peter will go to the line. Peter Titus with interesting hairstyle. Well, that was well shot of the basket. Peter goes for the second one. Yes, he makes it. Dilly. That's a good comeback basket by Lawson. Yusuf calls for traveling. Well, this match has turned around as the Pioneers now lead 17-15. And the Spartans are losing concentration. And that's the end of the first quarter. It's a very close game. It's a semi-final, and this is what you would expect. Okay. Well, just as expected, this is a very tight match. 17 points to the Reef Pioneers and 15 to the Discover Spartans. I mean, it's tense here. You can feel the usually loud crowd. They are quiet. It's not clear what they're expecting. I don't know if they want an all Rivers final or Port Harcourt final, but presently it's a tight match, and everyone is hoping that this tension that we feel will translate to a very excellent match. One of the things that has happened, the big men from the Reef Pioneers are cleaning up well on the glass, and Alex, the shooting guard for Spartans, has still not rediscovered his touch. But we've seen Issa, and we've also seen what's his name again? Lawson, really working hard in the interior of the Spartans. But again, it's just the first quarter. This is a 4-quarter game, and I dare say that you blink, you miss. Huh? So you're welcome back to the second quarter, and Reef Pioneers will inbound as Ebuka, Peter, Ebuka for 3, not good. Dilly has been called for pushing. I didn't see this, but Amadi has checked in. There you see him with Idris. Amadi has checked in as Ebuka inbounds. Yusuf for 3, and it's good. It's all money, all money. Michael. Dilly. Now the heat is on the Spartans. Dilly looking for the shot. And to the rescue comes Ujis. Really working hard on that interior. Peter stepped out of touch, and so the ball obviously will be called for out of bounds. On the far side is Fred. He gives it to Michael. Savior. Michael. Pump fake. Inbounds to Michael. Dilly lost the handle there. Peter. Ebuka. Someone should please take the shot. Yusuf drives in and the ball is stolen by Fred. Oh, good retrieval there. Good retrieval by Ebuka, preventing that sure basket. That was good retrieval. I don't know what Fred was trying to do. Maybe the presence of Michael beside him confused him. But whatever it is, he has no excuse for not having converted that possession. Issa has checked out and Christian is back in the game, and that's Fred for 3 and scores are 20 apiece. Issa looking for penetration and he doesn't find one. As Xavier to Michael. Is that a foul? Or was or just out of bounds? We'll confirm in a minute. The tension is getting to me as well. But hey, I'm still here. Ibuka took his eye off the ball and the ball took his hands off. And that will be possession in favor of the Discover Spartans of Warri. Michael inbounds to Xavier. Xavier being shadowed by Peter. Jeez. Dilly. Well, I don't know if you've seen it. Every time Dilly tries to drive for the basket, he's blocked by Amadi and Lawson off the rim. Christian decides against the 3. Peter, not good. Fred pulls up, calms things down. Xavier. Xavier. Fred takes his eyes off the ball. That was a silly conversion. I mean, a silly, very silly turnover. He had no business looking somewhere else. Now they have to do it all over again. Inbounds to Dilly. Dilly for 3. Off the rim. And the shot clock has been reset. Dilly taking on Amadi. He loses the handle. Fred drives, kicks it out to Savior, and it's not good. The 3 doesn't enter. Peter leaves it for Ebuka. No, rather Issa. That's Issa. Ebuka, it does look like Issa in a lot of ways. Peter. Fred runs the floor. Is he going to do it himself? And that, Issa says, not on my watch, not in this house. And it's a timeout called by the Reef Pioneers. In case you're wondering why the Spartans are finding it difficult to score, now there's a defensive scheme that the Reef Pioneers are setting up. Look at the bigs. Look at Amadi on the left. Look at Lawson on the right. Every time Dilly tries to drive through, you see them, they stand firm. And so the Spartans are finding it difficult to get to the rack. Last night when they played the Rivers Hoopers, they went to the rack time and time and again, one-handed, double-handed. But it looks like the Reef Pioneers have watched that film, and what is happening, they've brought in Amadi, who is a big, and they've brought in Lawson, who is also a big. And if you notice, they stand side by side to each other, and they block the way so that Dilly or Michael or Savior cannot get through. And they have to rework that attack if they are going to go to the rack like they did last night. But who knows? Let's see what happens after this timeout. Reverse layup there by Dilly. That's the first time we've seen that work. Michael. No. The turnover. Needless turnover. As Christian goes to the rack, he leaves it for Lawson. But Lawson is checked. He was checked by Ujiri, but then he powered through to the rim and got that basket. 4 minutes on the clock. Savior for 3. No. Issa brings the ball out into the court. Lawson and Amadi is stripped. Wow, this is the first time I'm seeing Amadi right at the rim in an offensive position. Dilly! The pass was too strong. Alex checks in and Michael checks out. It's been a labored performance by Michael this afternoon. We're seeing more and more Amadi taking up advanced offensive positions. Savior. Dilly should have gone for it. Now Issa brings the ball. A deflection there by Fred. Good one by Peter. Savior loses the handle. And he recovers. That seemed to be a nasty foul by Christian. As Savior, who lost possession, ran back and recovered that possession. He initially caused the turnover, but he was good to recover. As Dilly checks out and Benedict checks in. Out of bounds. Peter, after that rather sophisticated build-up, now steps out of bounds and all the momentum is gone out of that attack as Savior brings it up. What is he going to do? He goes for the 3 ball. He doesn't make the 3 ball and it is recovered by Issa. Issa to Christian, Christian to Lawson, Lawson, and the turnover there. Traveling called on Uchis. Peter, what's he going to do? And he does score. Fantastic jump shot there, a running jump shot by Fred. Keeping in touch, the Spartans are keeping in touch with the Pioneers. It's a 2-possession game right now, 28 points to 24. As Issa, shadowed by Alex. Wow. This is a scramble for Africa. Wow. Each team is not allowing the other settle down. Alex. Fred. Alex. Savior for 3. No, it's Alex. Fred rather, and out of bounds, but it's still in favor of the Spartans who keep possession. Semini returns as Lawson checks out. Lawson has been fantastic both sides of the court. A good two-way player. Xavier for three from the top of the key. He misses it, but the rebound taken by Benedict is cleaned up by Amadi. Peter. Well, I don't know if you have noticed, because of the sensitivity of this match and the nature of what is at stake, we are now having 3 umpires versus the 2 we had in the group stages. There are now 3 umpires on court. So that is the level to which this game has been elevated. Peter will try again. Can he make it a 3-position game? He can't. And Xavier cleans up the rebound. Great move there. A running jumper by Xavier. It's just a 1-possession game now. Well, that brings us to the end of the first half. Wow, what a first... So, this is the second quarter. Yeah. So it's the end of the second quarter and it's half time. Well, what a game. What a game. What can I say? Well, we promised you an all-action first semi-final, and that is what is happening there. But just in case you haven't figured out what is going on, the battle is being won underneath the post. Yes, right there underneath the post. There are several mismatches that are being created by the Reef Pioneers against the Spartans. Okay, let's take it to the offensive end of the Spartans. There you have Lawson, like I said earlier, and you have Amadi, who are preventing Diri, they are preventing Xavier from driving to the basket. And on the offensive end, you see Amadi taking up a more advanced position, and you also see Lawson hanging back a bit. In other words, Reef Pioneers are using their bigs very effectively, and unfortunately for the Spartans, they have not figured out a plan B just yet. You see them making most of their points through transition attacks, and they have to run. They've committed a lot of turnovers. This simply means that their ball handling has really decreased. Now, I don't want to make excuses for them and say that it's fatigue from yesterday's game. No, these are professionals, and they must know that they need to get their rest. How is the rest of this game going to turn out? Look, I want to imagine that the Reef Pioneers will continue with this strategy, because if they do, it's going to be, 2 things are going to happen. It's going to be a very low scoring match. This is the first half, and look at the score. It's just 28 points to Reef Pioneers and 26 points to the Spartans. All through this game, it's never been more than a 2-possession game. Now, it's going to come down, I believe, to who can shoot the 3 points best. Unfortunately, again, for the Discover Spartans, their main man, Alex, has not clicked. In fact, he hasn't clicked in the last 2 matches. And so, with him out of the equation, Xavier is having to put this team right on his back and try to do the scoring. But then again, Issa on the other side is putting a lot of pressure on him. Issa is the point guard for the Reef Pioneers. He's quick, he's fast, his ball handling is fantastic. So, what is the way out? If you ask me, I think that Benedict, the big man on the Spartan side, has to do a lot of work. But somehow, I don't know, the coach has not trusted him today. Maybe he's carrying an injury. We are not aware of that. But if you had watched him previously, he's the guy that plays on both ends of the pitch. He's a two-way player. But today he has been used sparingly. He came off the bench, and I dare say he probably just played 10 minutes in all of the game. So it's an interesting chess game going on, and I think my money is on whoever can shoot the 3-point ball better is going to win this match. Hey, but who am I? I'm just a commentator, I'm not an expert, so I'll let you judge for yourself, and let's join the entertainment that is coming from the DJ. I'll see you at the end of the third quarter.
During timeout, he's going to play his loud.
When they come, welcome to the third quarter as Issa in taking on Alex, rather no, Fred. Alex, Fred. Issa again with the rebound. No, not good. Amadi, not good. Peter, Christian for the 3, not good. And eventually, well, Ujis goes and loses it, allowing Lawson to rebound it and score that bucket. Alex. Xavier. The running blocker didn't work for him. Xavier. Ujis. The shooting has not worked for the Spartans this afternoon. Fred takes it coast to coast, rack to rack. It's back to a one possession game. Lawson again. He's doing a lot of damage in that interior. I don't know what Benedict is doing. Is he out of gas? Alex with the jump shot, in and out. Alex takes the rebound. And the ball runs out. Your drives and a one-handed scoop back to a one possession game. Fred, why was he so casual about that? Sits and Medica comes in. Savior, it's not falling for Savior today. Lawson, he's just getting better and better. I mean, he's been responsible for at least 4 of the last 5 buckets for Reef Pioneers. That's Lawson for you. Alex, a second bite at the cherry. He finds Fred. Alex. Traveling forward this time. We saw he struggle for 2 matches and find his touch last night. And is this the day that Alex will find his touch? Well, in the meantime, we have to do with the layup from Gis. Issa, Ebuka, that's an air ball. That's an air ball. A timeout, it looks. No, it's not a timeout. A couple of players checking out. Benedict inclusive as Alex brings the ball up. Michael for 3, he changes his mind. Finds Savior, Dilly, Michael again. Alex, he shoots. And the rebound is taken by Dilly. Maybe Alex should change his shoes, he may shoot better. Peter. The rebound by Ujis to Savior. Savior to Alex. Alex to the rack. But he is blocked. Rejected by Amadi. Well, it's all happening. It's a scramble for Africa, like I said earlier. Amadi checks out and Semini Terminal Toye checks in for the Reef Pioneers. Who will hold their nerves of these two teams? Michael for 3. In and out. Cleaned up by Dilly, but is adjudged to have fouled. Fred comes in and Savior for the first time in this match sits. Ebuka, he finds Issa for 3, not good, but the rebound is taken by Semini, and it's that man again, Lawson. The tricky Alex cannoned that officer's body because he knew he was running out of time to take the shot. Gilly with the jump shot, it's not good as Ebuka cleans up. Not a good shot from Issa. Remember what I said, it is the team that can shoot the 3-ball best that will win this match, because it's still a 2-possession game and it's been this way right from the start of the game. Fred, taken by Peter. And Michael for 3 is good. Still possession advantage, the Pioneers. And now the 3-ball from Ebuka restores parity and gives Reef Pioneers a 2-point lead as Michael brings it out, tackled by Ebuka. Alex for 3, and finally it's good. Is this the moment it turns around for Alex? Issa, Lawson, no, not even Ujis could stop him. Not even Ujis could stop him. Michael for 3. Off the rack. And Dili couldn't gather it. As Issa cleans up. Brings the ball out of the backcourt. Some nice handle there, appreciated by the crowd here. Now it's all loosening up. The spaces are opening up in the game. The defenses are not as tight as they were. The Spartans are finding holes. And that is because the second of the twin towers, Ebuka, no, not Ebuka, Amadi is sitting down. He's just lost an E. That's Dilly. He took a hard fall. And Dilly takes a rest as he's replaced by Benedict. Lawson misses the first one. But scores the second one. And scores are tied at 42. Alex. Benedict. He missed that layup even after being set up by Alex. Peter. Issa. Peter again. Ebuka. Alex with the pass there, and good movement between Alex and Michael. Ebuka brings up the ball. Peter. Issa. Marked there by Alex. Well, that's an interesting call. Benedict is called for traveling. Peter retrieves the ball. Ebuka. Peter for three. And they run out of time. Breathless. That is the one word that can describe the feeling here. End-to-end stuff. Welcome back to the fourth and final quarter. It's still a one-possession game, and it's now or never. 10 minutes to make the difference. And how do we proceed? Alex, oh, he deceived everyone and including himself. Alex has had a very bad game, but he just needs to stay in the moment. Perhaps he can find rhythm once again. It's important for the Spartans that Alex finds rhythm as Lawson goes and Lawson scores. Lawson must be the man of the match. Ebuka, well, in and out of the paint. Christian, Peter. 7 seconds on the shot clock. They have to go now. And yes, they go. Shot clock reset, and it's Lawson again. The rescue. You can say one thing about him, he's not short of confidence. He's ready to try again. And that is the hallmark of a champion. Never giving up, hanging in there until rhythm returns to your hands. Great work there by Alex. Great work. And it's good. Issa. Well, Amadi is checking back in. can he resume and realize his partnership with Lawson again? He worked so well in the first, second, and third quarters. I don't know why the coach chose to break it up, but hey, he's the boss. He should know better than me. But let's see if they can rekindle that partnership. Off the glass for 2. Lawson! That's a good one. He makes the first one. That's a foul on Silvio. He gets up gingerly. Seems to have found his rhythm. And there's a little separation on the clock. A couple of quick buckets there, and the lead has ballooned to 7 points. A timeout. A timeout is being called by the Reef Pioneers. Just have a little over 5 minutes to play. 5 minutes, 28 seconds, and a 7-point deficit to overcome by the Rivers Pioneers. This is by no means over. And this is the starting lineup that really got the Reef Pioneers going. Amadi, Ebuka, Lawson, Christian, and Issa. And you have a more aggressive lineup here for Spartans. Michael, Alex, Fred, Benedict, and Ujis. The only person missing is Xavier, who took that hard fall, and hopefully he will return. And Lawson again. I don't know why Benedict is failing to mark him in that low post. Christian. Timeout called by the Spartans. And it's also time for us to take timeout. Ebuka with the free throw. He misses the first. The free throw shooting has been a little below expectation throughout this tournament. What does he do with the second one? He scores it. I'd put the shooting percentage at somewhere between 55 and 65%. As thankfully Xavier comes back, Michael and Benedict sit, Dilly returns, and Fred also returns. Alex for three, in and out, and Dilly's out also by Lawson. Ebuka, Xavier, and he recovers it. Fred, Idris. Lost again. Well, it's all happening here. And Alex does it again. Alex, Fred, with the free throw. He misses the first one. And he scores the second one. The Twin Towers are just too tough. A defensive duo for the Spartans. Christian, well, he outjumps himself there. Issa looks for space to shoot, and he shoots and scores. It's all happening here, believe me. And he loses the handle. Is that a foul? It is. Christian will go to the rack. One minute on the clock. It's a two-possession game. The first goal. And he scores the second one. Lawson. The noise level here is deafening, very deafening. Can the Spartans hold on? I don't know why basketball is always like this. It always comes down to a point, 2 points. I mean, it's just intriguing that every time, no matter the level, from the academy level to the professional level, it always comes down to these 1 point, 2 points, narrow margins. just let you enjoy this match because there's nothing to be said about this match that you are not feeling from wherever you are watching it. It's so intense, it's so absorbing. A little over a minute on the shot clock. Still, the Spartans cannot inbound. Eventually they do. With Dilly. Fred for three. And it's in! That's a golden one. It's definitely a two-possession game. My goodness, the atmosphere is ballistic. "38 seconds on the shot clock. He inbounds, Fred inbounds. Is he going to deliver the execution? He tries to run down the clock. Fred. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Xavier back to Fred. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Dilly. And he's fouled. He's fouled. I hope that is not serious. Dilly has gone down and stayed down. He landed hard. Oh my goodness. He's limping off the court. I hope he's not completely injured as he limps off the court. What a time to find your rhythm for your team. And Alex again. It was the timeout by the Reef Pioneers. Seconds, and I believe the shot clock will now be turned off. Will the Spartans deny River State an all Port Harcourt clubs final? Christian to Lawson. Lawson is stripped of it. And the Pioneers will inbound with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Well, rather, the shot clock is off anyway, so it's 7 seconds left. Lawson drives to the basket. He tries the hook shot a la Dr. J, but he doesn't succeed. Lawson with the free throw. He scores the first one. Scores the second one. Well, he tried to get it off the glass so he could convert that to a 2 points. Going to be a low-scoring match, and the team that scored the most 3 points would win this match, and that team was the Discovery Spartans. We'll try to see, let me see if I can grab somebody. Coach, congratulations. That was going through the pit of fire. Just describe your emotions right now.
Well, nothing can describe it. I'm so very, very happy right now. I'm very, very happy, man. It's not easy. We played part of this team back in Owerri, and
yes,
we couldn't play. We couldn't win. The tough team. We even met them in Asaba. We couldn't win them. So I'm so happy that we met them in their home, and we finally did them.
How did you counter the defensive approach? Because they use their two bigs, and every time Dilly or Savior tried to drive through the center, they stood together and stopped them. And you guys were finding it hard to score. And unfortunately for you as well, Alex lost his touch. So how did you counter that defensive scheme?
Yeah, well, I told them, because this team is a team that's always reaching. They always close out all defense. I told them, see, for us to win these guys, we have to collapse the defense and kick the ball back out for the shot. Unluckily for us, during the first half, we weren't sticking the shot. The play was open, we weren't sticking the shot. Not until when they had the drive and kick it to John by the corner and Michael at the corner for a three. So the strategy was to take the ball inside and try to collapse the defense and kick it out for the shot.
Fantastic. Alex, how does it feel to regain your touch just when it matters most?
I feel good.
You have become a specialist at the dagger three. Those two last threes just took the game away from the Pioneers. Describe the way you sustain yourself in confidence, even if when the balls are not dropping for you.
And you know one thing about shooters, if you miss, you keep shooting the ball. All right, you must only come.
You just felt confident that it would come.
Yeah.
So, talk to us about last night. A lot of people felt that because your touch deserted you, that was why. I know we are on a new day and you are in the finals, but it's 2 matches and yet you maintain that level of confidence. Is this something the coach said to you, or do you self-motivate yourself?
My coach said to me and motivation too. Two goes together.
Describe the performance of Saviour.
Saviour is a good player. It's my point guy. He creates for other people to score too. Understand? But I know first quarter of the game I was not scoring. Yeah, I was missing a lot of shots, my shots. He was trying to bring the game up, but thank God for Michael and John.
I noticed that you called a timeout very early in the game. Did you get a sense that this was going to be a low-scoring match? Because it was just 3 minutes into the game and you called a timeout. What went through your mind?
I called a timeout because we had a strategy, and I noticed that the strategy is not working anymore. So I had to call the timeout and re-strategize going back into the game.
Did you perceive that it would be a low-scoring match?
Yeah, obviously I knew it was going to be a very low-scoring match.
Fantastic. Alex, you are going to meet your very good, well, let me not say, but you are likely to meet your very good friend P. It's 1-1 now. You took the 3x3, he took the game last night. Peradventure, you do meet him. I'm not saying that soft basketers will lose this evening. Peradventure, is this something you're looking forward to, or you really don't care who you meet?
Anybody I meet.
Anybody or meet?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad for you. Your rhythm is back, and I hope you carry it through to the finals. Congratulations, coach, and congratulations, Alex. I wish you good luck, and go and take a well-deserved rest, and say me well to your team.
Thank you very much.
So, Africa, this is how it's been here. It was a wonderful match. I did tell you that this match will come down to whichever team will score the most points. And as it turns out, it was Alex who delivered 4 of those 3 points in the as we bring the trophy of the second final the soft basketers and the River Spartans.
The microphone went off. Just as you were talking, this ending part.
Well, you covered the.
That's why I took it off now.